All right, so we're taping the first inaugural, well, probably not inaugural because that would imply it's going to be a yearly thing, but the first 19th hole podcast. And I've already had my first mess up on it, and I'm very excited. I'm joined today, or tonight, by my friend Bernadine. She of the favorite guest article that we've had so far, at least in terms of the number of people who've checked it out. Definitely created,
Yay!
definitely created a firestorm with that one, Bird.
Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, you know.
Very excited about it.
Yeah. Have anybody like come up and asked you questions about that? Because some of our other guest writers have had questions by some of their friends when they saw their articles on our site. Has that happened to you?
You know what's funny is that I kind of expected some of the other guys to give me hate texts, and it was completely the opposite. I had this other guy who had been trying to hang out with me forever, like maybe has already sent me 6 text messages without any response from me. He texted me for the 7th time asking to hang out after that article was posted, and I mean, I didn't reply again. I wasn't going to reply 5 times ago. I'm not going to reply now. And then it was this guy who I was interested in at the time was talking to me about it. So I think I sparked his interest, and I don't know. I just hope that the other guys hopefully either didn't read it or didn't take it badly.
Okay,
So yeah.
so you haven't actually gotten any responses from the guys that you mentioned in the piece.
No, no, I didn't.
Oh, you are lucky because I got into a lot of trouble in one of my articles from somebody that I mentioned in the piece, and she was not happy about it. But anyway, that's for another time because we're here tonight to talk about all the drama that's been going on this past week. I've referred to
Yeah.
this as Christmas week in terms of the celebrity gossip. Um, we got two big stories. We got the paternity suit, which I'm very excited to get to, but we also have Kim's divorce. Uh,
Yeah.
we have a special place in our heart for Kim after a nice long story. Which one do you want to start with first?
Let's do Kim,
Okay.
her favorite.
All right. Well, do you want to explain the story to our listeners out there as to why we have such a personal attachment to her, or do you want me to do that?
I could give them the nutshell
Okay.
version. So
Okay.
basically, we went to Vegas, a lot of, Rye and I and a bunch of our friends, and we were really excited because I had a connection at Tao, and we were going to skip the whole lines, have VIP access, girls get free drinks all night kind of thing.
And this is
And
for
then,
this is for her birthday party, right?
yeah, this is her birthday.
Okay.
So yeah, and it was really interesting watching that on TV, by the way, saying to myself that I was fucking there, freaking there. I'm sorry. I don't know if that needs to be cut out.
We'll work on it. We'll work
Anyway.
on it.
Anyway, so once we got there and we were totally sober, we started, just cursing Kim Kardashian for having her birthday at the club that we wanted to go to because there were millions of fans surrounded. The guest line was combined with the VIP line, so there was no point in being VIP because you just had to wait in line around the building, wrapped around and around. Anyway, so, basically we just didn't get to go to Tao, and our good friend Tyler Anthony especially has a special place in his heart for the Miss Kardashian.
To put things into perspective, our friend Tyler decided to yell some things directed at Kim Kardashian while some large bouncers were about 2.5 feet away from us, and I thought we were going to get the crap kicked out of us. Luckily, we booked it on out of there in time.
The
But
old ladies, right, were giving us free looks. I thought we were going to get jumped by the oldies.
well,
Seriously.
yeah, I'm not scared of anybody that's had a hip replacement, so we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. But anyway, so because of all this, Kim has just gotten a special place in our hearts. So I know I was very shocked when I heard the news that she was getting a divorce. What were your initial thoughts on it?
When I first heard about it, immediately I thought of you, Ryan. I was like, wow, well, Ryan called it from the beginning. But I don't know. There was just a part of me that wanted it to work out, and it sounds so dumb. I know I sound like just like, I don't know, every other reality TV starstruck, American viewer, but I wanted it to be her fairy tale marriage just because Kim Kardashian, has that special place in my heart, but it was just great television. I don't know, the wedding and everything. I think every girl is like the second royal wedding, when you just picture your big day and,
So
just having the very va-va-voom, like, extraordinary, like, glamorous wedding. So, I don't know.
did you
I
just
guess
make the
the
comparison?
wedding made up for the 72-day marriage.
So you've seen the wedding.
I saw the wedding and I bawled through it. I will
You
admit
cried?
that I watched it and I totally cried. Yeah.
Did you cry
It
during?
was very
Did you cry during the
okay.
royal wedding?
In my defense, Ryan, it was very emotional because her dad passed away, and that's why I was crying.
You can spin it any way you want. You cried over a reality TV star's wedding.
I did. I
Did you cry
did.
during the royal wedding?
The royal wedding.
You
The royal wedding I actually passed out during, so I can't really say anything about that.
I think
even
this
though,
says a lot about our
obviously.
generation. I think this says a lot about our generation where you will not stay up to watch a royal wedding, but you will stay up to watch a reality TV star's wedding, who, I might add, only became famous because of what?
Her butt?
Well, I was gonna say the porn video, but that's I guess that's a part of it. So yes, but I I was I for my part I was not that shocked about the whole divorce. Well, yes, I actually told anybody who would listen that it was going to end. But I think what's really more important is where is she gonna go next? Is she gonna go? Is she gonna go for another athlete? Is it gonna be a movie star, celebrity? Do you have like any inside knowledge of who she's gonna pick next?
Well, I mean, with the NBA lockout, you have all these athletes just, hanging around at the club doing nothing. So I think she has her pick. Wouldn't you say?
I you know I as somebody I don't really follow. Well, actually, I do follow Kim's career because I do have a strong love for her after our disaster
Yeah.
night at Tao. But I am fascinated by how many athletes she seems to be with. Between Reggie Bush, who I hate with a passion because he's a USC Trojan, and I am a diehard Notre Dame fan. And then,
Support that.
yeah, and then she moved on to the wide receiver for Dallas, Miles Austin. And then now she went for, I gotta say, the guy who she actually married, by far the least talented player. By far.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's why their marriage failed. Is she realized, oh my God, I picked one of the least talented players in the NBA. Just really bad.
Did anyone even know who he was before this? I mean, I don't know. I didn't.
Well, let me ask.
Obviously, I don't follow sports as closely as you do, but I didn't hear about this guy until he was on the show.
Yeah, and this is after she's had like rumors of I mean, granted, I'm a big sports fan, but I'm not as big into soccer, which is what's the guy's name that she supposedly was with for a while? Ronaldo.
The really hot one? Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay, yeah. So I don't understand how she went from there, and he's what, like the number 2 soccer player in the world?
Well, he's hot, so it doesn't really matter what.
Oh God.
They do that.
That's right. Yeah, we're gonna have like a sports show one of these days where I'm actually gonna offer like intelligent insight and advice. I'm gonna just turn it over to you, and you're just gonna give me hot or not, and that'll be like somebody's whether or not they'll play somebody in as on their fantasy football team. Well, he's pretty hot, so yeah, I think we'll start him this week.